Hello, my delicious co-creators. Lilou here for this beautiful part 2 of this video, because there's so much to talk about here. I'm sitting next to Ernesto here in beautiful, outside of Lyon in France, with the beautiful sunshine that is out.
Yes, it's delicious. It's beautiful indeed.
So we had this great conversation of Akashic Records, and you're a spiritual teacher, you travel the world, and I would love to continue on this conversation of the heart, because our last conversation finished by you telling that you start to teaching people to explore the back of the heart. Say that again. What's there? Why the back side? Looking at it, there's some things that we have never looked at.
That's right. That's right. The back side of the heart is basically the basement, is the attic. And a lot of the emotions that are not transmuted, that are not dealt with, we just simply push them into the back side of the heart and we forget about it. So when I was told to go and explore the back side of the heart, it was a bit of a shock to me, especially when I sat down in meditation. To me, I use the Akashic Records for self-exploration, because the Akashic Records give me 3 things that I call the view, meditation, and action. So in the view part is when I can go inside and then really look at what I have created. So through the Akashic Records, I went to the back of my heart to really start exploring. And what I saw, basically, even though I've been doing spiritual inner work for myself all of my life, for 50 plus years, I discovered that there were a lot of things that were just sitting in that attic, sitting in that basement, in the back of the heart, that I had never really dealt with. And to me, what it's all about, to be able to be awake, which I am.
What does that mean?
To be awake is to be completely clear of all the material from the past, to be truly present and to be mindful and aware of everything that is taking place in your life. That to know that I am sitting right here with you right now, having the interview, to at the same time acknowledge and feel my emotions, to know that there are some people projecting energy at me right now, and to know exactly what to do with that energy, to be conscious. To be fully
connected,
to be deeply connected to yourself, first of all, which is really the most important. And then from being deeply connected to yourself, being able to be deeply connected to others as well, or to all there is.
Yeah. So there is, the heart, because a lot of people speak of the heart and the powerful wisdom of the heart, and do you see that there is this special intelligence? How is the heart linked to the Akashic Records, to this infinite intelligence?
The heart is what it's all about, really. I mean, there's beautiful scientific research by the Heart Math Institute of the wisdom of the heart, and how we really think with the heart, and the heart sends the messages to the brain to produce the thoughts and the process of thinking. So to me, the most important aspect of my self-exploration, and anyone's self-exploration, really should start from the heart, and to do more and more heart-centered work and less mind-centered work. I think that most people in today's world, including many spiritual seekers, cerebrate a lot. And I use that word very deliberately, cerebrate, because they're too much in their heads, and they don't celebrate as much. So what I like to do is I invite people, invite all of your viewers to think about celebrating less and celebrating more. And celebration can only come from the heart.
I love that, because I remember this conversation that I had in Mexico with Acta, a Mayan from Mayan descent, and he was saying how much alegría, the joy, is really something. It's rooted in your culture, and it's really this motor. It's this really deep energy, and it's so important to feel it. And
yeah, the energy of joy, it really comes from the heart. I've been teaching trance dance for many years, and it's just so surprising to see how many people, especially men, they just don't want to move. They just don't want to dance. There's a programming in there that says, now you're an adult, you have adult-like responsibilities, you cannot have fun anymore. You know, you cannot move, you cannot dance, you cannot really celebrate, and I think that is you know, sad to see. So, you know, to take it back to the heart, I think that if someone explores and clears the heart like the artichoke that I talked about, you have no other choice but to reawaken your childlike innocence. And just look at any child anywhere, at a restaurant, at an airport, whatever. If some music is played, they don't think about twice moving and dancing, rolling on the floor, or whatever. I'm just questioning how many adults are really willing to do that. You know, sometimes I just burst out dancing with some people, whatever, in the middle of the streets. You know, I crank the radio up or the CD player up in my car, open the windows, and, you know, step out in the middle of the street and start dancing with people. And people look at me like, you know, you're absolutely crazy. Well, maybe I am, you know, but I love crazy people, and crazy people are the only ones that transform the world.
How does it feel to live in Miami, Florida, and spend some time there, knowing what we know about the city, and you being in shamanism and healing and spiritual teachings? How does that fit?
Well, what is interesting is I've been living in Miami for about 22 years now, or maybe a little longer than that. 10, 15 years ago, I was one of the few people in Miami teaching spirituality. And in this past 5, 6 years, a new generation of younger people, you know, people in their 30s, most of them in their 30s, are embracing the spirituality. So there's a tremendous boom of spirituality in Miami, which is very exciting to see it. And I think that is happening all over the world. And for me personally, in this past 10 plus years, my work has been abroad. So I travel, you know, a great deal. I travel all over the world. So I'm really living my passion. I have created my life in the way in which I am living the life of my dreams. And the life of my dreams has been mapped by the Akashic Records. They have given me a step-by-step recipe as to how to get to the point where I am in life right now.
How do you deal with resistance, or when things don't happen, or what is your relationship with, or there is no more because you just don't see it as it?
I don't believe in resistance at all. I believe that you know, life, God, spirit, call it whatever, universal is giving me exactly what I need at that moment. And if my intention is to do something and I encounter the resistance, well, it just means that the energy is not in flow for me to get from point A to point B. So maybe it's for me to just slow down a little bit and see how the energy moves. So I am not resisting anything in life at all. I just simply go with what, you know, Spirit so graciously gives me.
But I guess you meet a lot of people that are impatient and have we're stressed and we go one thing after the next. How is that life saying, you know, just slow down and just be there and wait that the energy opens up, or is there something that we can do to kind of help it flow?
Meditate. You know, learn to go within, find that sweet, quiet spot that is within yourself. Deeply connect to yourself, to your spirit, to the Lords of Akasha, if you have the ability, to any saint or sage or any master that has walked this earth, that has given us the tools. So to me, the most important thing is whenever there is resistance and the flow is not taking me in the direction that I feel I need to go, what I do is I exercise the second point that I talked about from the Akashic Records. First is the view. I sit there and I look, you know, through the Akashic Records as to why is the flow not happening in the way that I want. Okay, and then I take it to the second step, which is is meditation. I do have a meditation practice, even if I'm traveling and I'm going from place A to place B. I always take the time for me to sit quietly, go within, bring my attention to my heart, and to get to that point of no mind, where nothing really happens. I'm just in complete and total peace. It takes time. I've been meditating. I've been doing this work for 50 plus years. So, that's a long time. And then the last step based on the view on meditation is action. And that action is to simply know the direction that I have to take in life. So that is a recipe that I give all of your viewers, learn how to view your life. Use whatever tool you have at your disposal that you have learned, but don't make it intellectual. Make it more of an emotional way of looking at yourselves. So take it to the view, and the view is no different than a theater, and our life is a play. For some people, many people, life is a drama, and nothing says that you cannot change the script, because after all, you are the director. We are the directors. We have the script, and we can change the script. If people are not supporting the life that we want, fire them. Fire them, and then just hire new actors, meet new people that can support the lifestyle, the dreams that you want to have and create in your life. So by taking a step back and sitting in the director's chair, and then looking at your life, then you're exercising the view. So you can clearly see what you have created, what is present in your life. And then from that point, then you can take it to your meditation. And there's many different types of meditations, but meditation, what it can do is will allow you to see how to rewrite the script. What is it that you really want? I asked the question 2 days ago. You were there to a group of 300 people, and I said, how many of you are living the life of your dreams? And very few people raised their hand. What about the other 95 or 98%? How come we are not living the life of our dreams? By taking the steps of the view and then meditation, the meditation is the laboratory of the self. So from that laboratory of the self, we can create life the way we want it, and should be heart-centered, heart-based, which is what we started talking about. And then the last step is to take action. And taking action for some people is difficult, because then fears, come up as to the security of the job that
It's normal, right?
It is.
It's okay to have the fear come up.
It is. It's okay, but you know what fear means? Fear is frozen fun. So when we look at our fear, and what if frozen fun is keeping us from doing our heart center work, what is the main quality of our heart? The main quality of the heart is warm, is loving. So when we take heart qualities to our fears, that love that is in our hearts is what we can give the fear. Anything at all that is a part of our life that is keeping us from living the life of our dreams, from having anything that we want to have in life, if we take it and we infuse it and we give it love, and it's heart-centered love, then that fear will start melting. And before we know it, you will see that what you're afraid of is keeping you from having fun in your life. And yes, we can have a very juicy and fulfilled life as long as we do the work.
Beautiful. Well, I really, really enjoyed this conversation. I look forward to maybe seeing you again in Miami or wherever our travels bring us. Thank you. Thank you, Ernesto.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much. And thank you all very much for watching this and being here with us.
Yeah. Do you have a last little word for people watching? Something like a message you would love to share?
Oh, be true to yourself no matter what. And learn to face your fears with an open heart and be in the space of love no matter what.
And voila.
And voila.
Much love from beautiful Lyon, and thank you for Oasis Voyage for making this day possible, this interview, all of that. Much love to Eric Grange in particular. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cut.